I'm sorry, there was a technical difficulties, yeah. So my program actually crashed just now. So the program stopped, but we can continue the lesson now. So we move towards the next slide, yeah. When we're talking about equilibrium, we know that there is a term that is called a surplus. So a surplus is when price is more than the equilibrium price, and then the quantity supplied more than the quantity demanded as well. So in short, yeah, surplus in equilibrium is where there is an excess supply or a surplus of supply. And there's also a term of in equilibrium that is called shortage. So the shortage is when price is less than the equilibrium price, then the quantity demanded is more than the quantity supplied. So when we're talking about a surplus in the equilibrium, we're talking about when the quantity supplied is more than the quantity demanded. But when we're talking about a shortage, then it's a short of something, then or a lack, incomplete of something, then the quantity demanded is more than the quantity supplied, or the quantity supplied is less than the quantity demanded. So the example of this can be applied to some goods such as the shortage of energy that we have now, or the shortage the gas that we have now in the world, or the shortage of just almost any other kind of products out there that we currently have in the world. So right now we know that there is a war between Russia and Ukraine, yeah. And because of this specific war, because of this invasion from Russia towards Ukraine, then there is a lesser level of energy supply in the world. We know that both of those countries, which is Russia and Ukraine, are actually one of the main producers or one of the main suppliers of energy in the world, such as uranium, such as like every other gas out there, yeah, in the world. And we know, aside from the pandemic factor, because of this war between Russia and Ukraine, the gas price level in the world actually increased like significantly over the time during the last 1 year, yeah, during like from 2021 and until now. We have seen like several increases, yeah, in our countries alone in gas prices, and the factor that contributes to that situation is because the invasion from the Russia towards the Ukraine. So we can say that right now in the world there is a lesser quantity of gas supply rather than the quantity of gas demanded. So we can see that there is a shortage of gas right now in the world because of that factor, aside from the other contributing factor, yeah. And beside of that, yeah, beside of the amount of supply that actually decrease, the shortage in equilibrium can actually happen when there is an excess demand uh, or a shortage. So when there is an excess demand, like in maybe uh, some festive events like Christmas or Idul Fitri, ya, or Maulid Nabi, or Satu Muharram, or whatever kind of religious events out there, or just Halloween events, New Year event, or whatever kind of event out there, that there will naturally be an increase in some kind of food demand, like demand in sugar, demand of eggs, demand in rice products, or demand in essentially all the food products, yeah, in those events. Then the shortage will happen. The shortage will naturally happen not because the supply decreases, but the demand that increases very significantly. Thus, we have the law of supply and demand. So in equilibrium, the law of supply and demand actually states or claim that the price of any good adjusts to bring the quantity supplied and the quantity demanded for that good into balance. So we have supply curve, we have demand curve, and those curves will actually move along and adjust to one another because the price of any good will adjust to bring those things, those curves, supply and demand curves, to intersect and to meet the equilibrium points. From this scenario, there is a scenario where hot weather increases the demand for ice cream, and we know here that the initial equilibrium is in price $2 and quantity of 7 ice cream, but because there is a hot weather, then then the demand for ice cream increases. Then the equilibrium will shift towards a new equilibrium, which is in price 2.5 and $2.5 and in 10 quantity of products. And the second scenario is here, we can see that there is an increase of price in one of the most contributing factor in producing ice cream, which is sugar. And when the sugar price increases, then the cost of production for ice cream will also increase, and the price of ice cream will naturally increase as well. And when the price of ice cream increases, or maybe the producers don't want to increase the price, then they will lower their supply. So we can see here, because of the decrease in supply, because the producers don't want to increase their price of products, and they will choose instead to lessen or to reduce the amount of products that they supply. Then we can see here that the supply curve shifts to the left hand side, and the supply curve decrease, and we have a new equilibrium. So we can summarize our topic today. Our topic today is talking about the quantity of goods depend upon the price. Today we have learned about demand and about supply. What is demand and what is supply? And we learn that demand is the amount of product that the consumer wanted and willing to buy and able to buy in the market. And we know for sure that supply is the amount of products that the producers are actually able and willing to produce and to sell to the market. And we know that equilibrium is the point where supply meets demand. Maybe that's all for our topics today. That's all for fourth meeting, for the fourth chapter of Introduction to Economics. Thank you for your attention. See you next time and have a good day.